say hello to this great new day.
Good morning, Ma'am Alido.
How are you feeling today?
We're great.
I'm happy to hear that. Are you ready for our discussion today?
Yes, ma'am.
Our lesson for today is about chalkboard and whiteboard. For today's discussion, we will be tackling about its description, its advantages and disadvantages, and its useful tips. Anyone in the class who can give an idea about what is whiteboard or chalkboard?
Ma'am,
Yes, Rose?
sometimes we think, what is it called? It's sometimes smooth and rough.
Very good. Thank you, Rose.
Ma'am,
Yes, Saki?
it's either white or either green, mostly used by teachers.
Very good. Thank you, Saki.
Ma'am,
Yes, Camille?
it is traditional, classical, conventional, used for teaching aids, the common facet for educators. 'Cause all our lives we are using it, utilizing it, as we go on learning that we don't wanna ask for more. It's always there for sure, for the learners you adore. Whiteboard, chalkboard, or green board. It is called whiteboard, chalkboard, or green board.
Very good, class. You have a point there. So chalkboard or whiteboard is an educational media mostly used by teachers, which is sometimes smooth and rough. It comes in a variety of colors, white or green. Since it is a traditional tool, we teachers are using it for an efficiency of learning. Any questions or additional information about the description or definition of whiteboard and chalkboard? Now let's proceed to the discussion of its advantages and disadvantages.
Chalkboard is valuable. Chalkboard is affordable. Very usable, flexible, accessible. Chalkboard is good for all.
First, let's learn about its advantages. Anyone in the class who can share their thoughts?
Ma'am,
Yes, Saki?
it's one of the best ways to practice and learn, providing helpful visual aids for learning if you want to learn. Learn if you want to learn.
Very good. Thank you, Saki.
Ma'am,
Yes, Camille?
learners' attention are drawn to the main lesson. Learners can see and read what's being written. Those are the pros. Yeah, those are the pros. Just like the other things we have in this world, chalkboard has its pros and cons. It taught us how to read and write, but it could also breeze our lives. Chalkboard is valuable. Chalkboard is affordable.
Very good, class. You really study about this lesson. Chalkboard and whiteboard have the same uses, but they differ in terms of function. It is reusable, affordable, and accessible. It is one of the best ways to practice and learn that provides helpful visual aids for learning. This tool catches the attention of students in discussing the main lesson. In addition, learners can see and read what's being written by the teacher. I'm happy that you all know about it. Now let's move on to its disadvantages. Who can give one?
Ma'am, the cons of chalkboard are the following. The writing on the chalkboard are not permanent. Not a permanent. The works in chalkboards can be messy. It is inappropriate for students having visual problems.
Yeah, those are the cons. Just like the other things we have in this world, chalkboard has its pros and cons. It taught us how to read and write, but it could also risk your lives. Chalkboard is valuable. Chalkboard is affordable.
Very well said, everyone! The disadvantages of chalkboard and whiteboard includes the writings are not permanent and the writings can be messy that both affect students who have visual problems. Now, let's move on to our last topic, which is the useful tips in using whiteboard and chalkboard.
Na 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 na. These are the useful tips to know.
You know, teacher, if you're using board, don't stand with your back to the class. And so this will make students chat. So the class will see your face when you talk and write.
If you have something to say important, you should stop writing and face them. Teacher, if you want your students to focus on the lessons that you will write on the board, make sure it's clean to avoid abstractions, confusions, and all that will make them distracted. That will make them distracted.
Right! Those are the two useful tips in using chalkboard and whiteboard. First is don't stand your back to the class. This will make your student chat and they won't see your face when you talk and write. If you have something to say important, stop writing and face the class. And the second one, make sure the writing on the board is clean to avoid abstraction, confusion, and distraction. Any additional information, class?
Ma'am, in writing style, make sure you are writing it in a larger size, legible, and visible, especially for the students at the back.
If you have something to write important, make sure you write it straight. Teacher, if you want your students to focus on the lessons that you will write on the board, make sure it's clear to avoid abstraction, confusions, and all that will make them distracted. That will make them distracted. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. The board is an excellent tool for you to write. Make sure whatever you put on is clearly organized. Writing from top down to bottom, from left to right. Directionality is very important. Clarity towards efficiency.
Those are the other useful tips. Third, in writing, make sure the texts are written in a larger size for the students to vividly see, especially those at the back. Fourth, make sure to write them straight, from top to bottom, left to right, because directionality is very important. And last, organizing in writing is a must. Very good, class. You did a great job today. Your assignment, research on the description, advantages, and disadvantages, and useful tips of the overhead projector. That's all for today, class. Class dismissed.
Goodbye and thank you, Ma'am Alido.